These 3 rolls are supposedly unsearched wheat pennies. Let's see if that holds true, and let's see if we can get some fillers for our book. Hello, and welcome back to TL Treasures. Today we've got a little bit of a different video for you. We will be searching these 3 rolls of supposedly unsearched wheats, but the story went to my local coin shop, which is also like an antique shop, went with the whole family, and we had a pretty good time. My son, who I originally got into collecting coins, started doing that, but he realized he had a passion for old vintage books, so he ended up picking up this copy of Last of the Mohicans. Copyright date was $18.99. He was pretty stoked to find that. He really likes old-fashioned books, so I'm really glad he's into collecting something like that. I myself picked up this stack of silver. Love walkers, so I got a good deal on them, grabbed those. And I grabbed a couple of piece dollars. I haven't had any of these yet, and they weren't a bad price, so I went ahead and picked those up for myself and whatnot. And my wife, she actually thought about me and asked about rolls of wheats and picked that up, and she gave them to me and said that she hoped that they would help me with my book. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get on rolling. Alright, we've laid out our first roll, and we're going to go through this. Our first find here is a 1953 Denver. So I'm thinking I'm not going to bring you back in unless I find something from the teens, 20s, or 30s, or some sort of variety, or any sort of key date or semi-key date, just to keep this video a little short. So we'll be back. Third Wheatie in, and we've got a 1929 Philadelphia. Not in the greatest shape, but not terrible either. We'll take it. Directly behind that last one, we've now got a 1927 Philadelphia. 1943 Steel Cent. Got a few of those. I don't know if this will be an upgrade or not. It's not the best I've ever seen and not the worst, but we'll take it. We've now come across our oldest find of this little hunt here. We've got a 1919 Philadelphia. Here we are with a 1935 Philadelphia. Here we are with our newest, oldest find of the hunt. We've got a 1917 Philadelphia. Now we've come across the 1920 Philadelphia. Alright, we've got this one we found. I'm going to have to throw it under the scope. I can't really see what's going on there. It almost looks like maybe 1918. Not really sure. Maybe when we toss it under there, it'll give us a closer look. Alright, we're here under the scope, and I see 19 and then 1, and kind of looks like an 8. I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to go with the 8, but I'm not going to call it on 100%, so if anybody has any opinions, go ahead and let me know. And we'll get back to it. We're just about halfway through that first roll, and we've got a 1925 Philadelphia. Not terrible. I'll take that. Now we seem to have come across a 1937. A little bit of corrosion on there, but 37 being my favorite number, I'm more than happy to keep that one. And we're back with a 1920. Always good to get finds from the 20s. And now we've come across the 1935 Philadelphia. But it looks like we got a pretty nice wheat a few back, so let's see what that's going to be. This is a 46, and the one I was looking for, what do we got? 1955. So go figure it'd be newer. Usually if they're a little bit shine to them, they are from the 50s, maybe the 40s. Sometimes you might get lucky and find something older, but usually that's what I get when I get something that has a little bit of color to it. Let's keep hunting. Next in line, we've come across the 1934 Philadelphia. Alright, we're almost through this roll, and we've got a 1939. Pretty much like any wheats from the 30s, so we'll definitely set that one aside and keep going. And to finish off this roll, we've got a 1927 Philadelphia. Alright, first coin in the second roll, and we've got a 1927 Philadelphia. Alright, here we are with another 1939, and it's a Philadelphia. I'm really hoping I can start getting some mint marks. I already have the Philadelphias in my books, I'm sure, but we'll keep searching and find out. Alright, we've come across the 1924, and it's pretty nice to find these coins from the teens, 20s, and 30s. That's what I've been looking for, but unfortunately a lot of them are Philadelphias, and there's no mint marks. So I've been getting a lot of repeats, and since there's quite a few of them, I'm just going to go ahead and film anything that we haven't found yet. Unless it happens to be of like really good quality, then I'll go ahead and keep filming them. But other than that, let's keep on rolling. Alright, now we have found our oldest find of the box. This is 1911 Philadelphia. Now, I already have that one. I found that, maybe 3 or 4 penny boxes ago. I really don't remember, but happy to find something that old, and I'll take that all day. Pretty good find here. We've got a 1920 Philadelphia. This coin is red, I would consider it. Red-brown, but mostly red. It's pretty shiny. I love finding them in this condition. It's always good if they're a little nicer than this, but I'm never going to complain about finding something this old that looks this nice. So, I'll go ahead and set that aside. Let's see if we can find some more. And it looks like our last find of this roll is going to be in 1918 Philadelphia. Alright, we come across another teen cent that I haven't come across yet, and it's a 1916 Philadelphia. Alright, here we are with our final find of the third roll. We've got a 1928 Philadelphia. Not sure if I've already found one of these or not, but I don't recall, so I went ahead and filmed it anyways. And all in all, it was a pretty good hunt. I enjoyed looking at these ones, finding the ones from the teens, 20s, 30s. No mint marks on any of them, so we'll go ahead, give you an update on what we did find, and then see if we have any fillers or upgrades for the book. Alright, we're back with our total finds, and our oldest find of the box was that 1911. Now, as far as the rest of the teens, in total we had 10 finds. Now, when it came to the 20s, we had 13 finds in totals, and 8 for the 30s. We ended up coming across 3 steel cents, 52 from the 40s, and 64 from the 50s. Now, all in all, it was pretty good. I really enjoy finding them myself out of a box, though. That's pretty exciting to me. But I'll probably get these again just because there always is a chance you may find something good. Now, when I got these, the coin dealer was telling me how he had another kid come in, and he ended up getting some Indian heads out of one, and a 1909. So, I was kind of hoping maybe I'd get that. Unfortunately not, but I am excited with the finds that I did have. I really love that 1920 that's a little shiny. So let's go ahead, we'll get the books out, compare, see if we have a filler, see if we have an upgrade. Alright, we're back with our fillers and upgrades. Now unfortunately we didn't have fillers or upgrades for the 40s or the 50s. And throughout the entire hunt, there was no fillers whatsoever. So we're still right back where we started even after doing this. But we did have a couple of upgrades. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the 1917. I usually don't upgrade the brown for brown, but that one's all scratched and beat up. That one's in better shape, so I'm definitely going to swap that one out. And that 1920, being as bright it is compared to the other ones, I knew that was going to be an upgrade, so I'm running with that one. And that 1924, it is in better shape, quite a bit. This one does have some corrosion going on it. I do like the toning on that, but I just hate that green, so I'm going to go ahead and swap that one out. Well, that's the end of this hunt. I had a lot of fun doing it. I probably will buy some of these wheat rolls again at some point just to see. Only 3 rolls ain't going to do much. Maybe I'll pick up 10 and see what happens with that. But until then, go ahead, give that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.